So it seems to be the clash of the child mothers is authoritatively in progress, since Christian Stone and Blueface's child mom, Jaidyn Alexis, are grinding away on Twitter. And as you can expect, what is happening is chaotic. Jaidyn has been joking Christian over her muddled circumstance with Blueface. And as you can expect, Christian isn't the one to withdraw, so she is sending an unmistakable solid message to Jaidyn to tread carefully. So on the off chance that you've been following Blueface's circumstance for some time, you'll realize that he and Jaidyn have been together throughout recent years. He guarantees that they have been together since secondary school, which implies they return around 7 or 8 years. So Jaidyn is continuously attempting to ensure that everybody realizes that she preceded Chrisean and the wide range of various ladies that Blueface screws with. She's continuously attempting to state her strength as the primary young lady and ensure that Chrisean stays in her place concerning Chrisean. She began playing with Blueface around a long time back. Now Blueface had been playing with different ladies since he in a real sense had an unscripted TV drama for ladies to vie for his warmth, yet for reasons unknown Jaidyn has consistently disliked Chrisean. And she even bounced Chrisean not long after Blueface began dating her oak. We should discuss it. How about we discuss it? I need to discuss they don't get anything to do with her. You don't contact no one's on the off chance that you had a creation you had to show right. That is what you guarantee. Gracious, you don't contact no one's. You don't contact no one's buddy. You don't do absolutely no part of that right. Attempt to tell everyone not the will pull up. And when Blueface and Chrisean formally begun their relationship, Blueface didn't precisely dump Jaidyn on the grounds that he was playing with the two ladies simultaneously alongside a few different ladies, yet for reasons unknown Jaidyn just at any point disapproved with Chrisean. They continued to come for one another again and again. Now before Blueface and Chrisean got together, he had a child with Jaidyn who is presently 5 years of age. Yet he likewise invited one more kid with her last year, a little girl named Excursion. This message crashed on up so severely that she separated over it. Would appear Blueface had caused her to end 3 pregnancies, yet went on to have one more child with Jaidyn. That as well as he was parading Jaidyn and the child all over virtual entertainment, without caring how he was harming Chrisean. Everything hurt. Let me say to you, everything harms when you said to me dispose of the infants, and afterward have a child with him. She's not even with Chrisean, ultimately got pregnant for the 4th time. And this time she demanded that she was going to have the child. Blueface attempted to compel her to get a 4th, and yet Chrisean wouldn't do that. Blueface then chose to embarrass her openly by guaranteeing that she had undermined him. And the child wasn't his. He said to respond to you all questions. Yes, me and Rock are authoritatively done. It's on the up and up. I attempted it, and obviously it wasn't given before she declared she's pregnant with another person's kid. Not mine. Stone has had experiences with 10 unique men somewhat recently until I see a DNA test. Then it's not mine. Well, DNA tests in the end demonstrated that he was for sure the dad. It says the supposed dad isn't barred as the natural dad of the embryo. And allow me to hear the dad, darling, that is being your dad. Goodness gracious, it's not delightful. Obviously, say he and Jaidyn could have done without this, and the two of them began constraining Chrisean to get an end. Blueface tweeted, whoever the appointed authorities on my kid support case, I told this young lady I don't need the child. She actually got time to dispose of it, and she driving it on me, so you better make the cost right. She attempting to trap me. He even offered her 100,000 to get an end. Yet that is not all. Jaidyn then at that point hopped into the discussion to propose to do the technique. She tweeted, give me the 100K daddy. I'll do the system myself. To express something to that effect is unadulterated craziness. She additionally disgraced Chrisean for being the explanation. Blueface didn't need the child and contrasted it with her circumstance. When she was pregnant with their girl, she made statements were sweet when I was pregnant. However, you all web individuals ought to be embarrassed about yourselves. Genuinely, she likewise had a meeting where she was gotten some information about how she had an outlook on her sentiments over Chrisean's pregnancy. And she said that she needed to keep what is going on discreet from Christians, and didn't actually need to discuss it. I ain't even thought about it, Yet I'm presumably more than specific he'll most likely keep what is happening separate, only for the better, And I mean cross that extension. Wouldn't arrive tight well. She wasn't joking when she said that she couldn't have cared less about the circumstance since she clarified when Chrisean started giving birth and went live on Instagram to convey fans along individuals, quickly saw that Blueface wasn't in that frame of mind, with her very much turned out that he was in Miami, celebrating it up with Jaidyn, got a ton of intensity for this and individuals, called her out for being self-centered and savage to Chrisean Jaidyn herself, discussed the amount she cherished the way that Blueface was there for her when she was pregnant and in labor, so individuals felt like she was denying Chrisean of the opportunity to have exactly the same dislike Blueface. Would have been steady, yet you all understand what I mean. Anyway, Chrisean uncovered that she was the person who asked Blueface not to come to the emergency clinic, saying I essentially ain't welcome him. I went to my city to have my kid, not a single one of you strange behind individuals finna come around my child. I'm all he got I'ma give my very best for safeguard him from disdain and envy, or anything he is Chrisean. And he will be cherished and regarded. However, at that point Blueface made the circumstance more chaotic when he took steps to remove Chrisean's child from her and make Jaidyn raise him. This happened in light of the fact that Chrisean hit the rec center several days in the wake of conceiving an offspring in Blueface. Could have done without this, he tweeted, on the off chance that she doesn't treat my child in a serious way, and make that her principal concentration and need for basically these 30 days. I will petition for guardianship. You've been cautioned. Miserable part about this is she doesn't realize we care about the child more than her. As of now, she's so self-centered, just stressed over what she believes that should do, rather than what's best for the kid. However, at that point, things took a wild turn when TMZ let the cat out of the bag that Jaidyn and Blueface had gotten a visit from CPS on the grounds that Blueface had attempted to drive his 5-year-old child to contact strippers in any event, when the kid would have rather not. So come here, there's goods cheeks over here, you in here, searching for chips and thin gems. Are you ain't gay, is you? Well, the CPS visit put their apprehension about God in Blueface in light of the fact that he quit concealing Chrisean and began discussing how she was a decent mother. He said, I entrust Chrisean with my child. That is all there is to it. No other person. She's entirely sustaining and caring, great with kids. No questions, somewhat restless. And the child needs persistence, can't simply get moving. No more. I'm being patient as damnation. You would think I prefer not to get moving right. Currently time isn't correct, yet Jaidyn plainly didn't become familiar with her example. Said she has been persistently ridiculing and joking Chrisean, saying, not even once has my BD at any point said he would attempt to take my children. Why, since he never felt that I couldn't raise them. So what does that say regarding this stupid fight? And I review when I was in the emergency clinic with Venture, I told him, since it very well maybe a little while before she comes, since I was prompted restoratively because of well-being, that to return home and chill. And I update him he could, yet he didn't. I valued him holding my leg. Thanks, child daddy. It was an extraordinary birth. This was an immediate dig at Chrisean and the way that Blueface has been mistreating her, yet we, as a whole, realize that Chrisean isn't the sort to pause for a minute or two and allow herself to get fooled without taking any kind of action in reprisal. So she sent a weighty words to Jaidyn. She tossed enormous shades, saying Chrisean Jur came out the belly, a legend regarded, or get TF misfortune. Deferentially, the main thing my kid merits is love and regard, and direction. His mom won't ever disregard him. I understand what it seemed like having a missing father or mother. It's one thing when individuals are clearly or wrong, yet when you decide to be both, it's something different. Shaking my head, I appeal to God for my adversaries for genuine reason. I will continue onward up discuss and applaud back Chrisean is growing up just before our eyes, cause we realize the old Chrisean would have gone crazy on Jaidyn and pulled up on her fans, left well-known say I need crash on to thoroughly demolish Jaidyn. Goodness my golly Chrisean Alexis, frantic at some unacceptable individual, how are you distraught at your man's child mom? When your man is the one still continually in her business, examine him. And not Jaidyn Alexis there popping it. She really want to Steve at Hugh now. She ought to know the main explanation her and the children are back in Blue's home is on the grounds that he can't have full command over Chrisean any longer Jaidyn at his home yet rock.